Support for WCBU's On Deck comes from Jaguar Land Rover Peoria on Allen Road, offering complimentary pickup and delivery for service with every new vehicle purchase, including the Land Rover Defender. Details at jaguarlandroverpeoria.com. This is WCBU, Peoria Public Radio.
A Central Illinois musician has an upcoming series of performances he describes as can't miss. That's just one of the things you'll want to hear about to start your day for Friday, June 14th. I'm Colin Shope, and this is WCBU's On Deck. First on deck today, a bill supported by a prominent Illinois Democrat aimed at nationally protecting in vitro fertilization treatments failed to pass the United States Senate. U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth's four-bill Right to IVF package includes measures creating a statutory right to assisted reproductive services, expanding fertility treatments for veterans, and requiring insurance plans to include IVF in coverage.
Look, struggling with infertility is hard. Using all your savings to go through round after round of IVF is hard. This vote? Well, that's one thing that's actually really simple. Vote for it.
Duckworth originally introduced parts of this package after a February Alabama Supreme Court ruling designating embryos as children in state law, halting fertility treatments. Some components were previously blocked individually. Addressing the Senate, Duckworth recounted her own experience with fertility treatment and accused Republicans of not caring about women's reproductive rights.
It is only thanks to IVF that I get to be embarrassingly proud when I hang my 6-year-old's drawings on my Senate office walls, or that I get to be tackled in bed every Mother's Day by my 9-year-old who runs into my room bearing the biggest of hugs and the sweetest of cards.
Senate Republicans did not go for the package. The vote failed 48-47, with 60 aye votes needed to move forward. Only Maine Senator Susan Collins and Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski broke with Senate GOP members to vote in favor of the bill. It was an eventful day nationally for women's reproductive issues. The Supreme Court rejected a challenge to the availability of the abortion pill mifepristone. Here are some other stories we're following in the WCBU newsroom. Senate Republicans are blocking a bid by U.S. Senator Dick Durbin to roll out new U.S. Supreme Court ethics rules. And an official with the Illinois State Board of Elections is recommending dismissal of a complaint against former Republican State Senator Darren Bailey and a conservative political operative. Plus, cooling centers are open around Greater Peoria as temperatures creep up into the 90s. The Peoria Police Department lobby is open from 9 to 5, and Peoria fire stations are also available from 7 in the morning until 10 p.m. as cooling areas. You can find more of these stories and all the details at WCBU.org. On this week's episode of Out and About, Dr. May Gilliland Wright of Arts Partners of Central Illinois chats with local musician Barry Cloyd about a series of must-see upcoming performances. If you love Celtic lore or simply enjoy great tunes, this episode is for you.
Barry, welcome to Out and About.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back doing this.
Let's begin by talking about that summer solstice celebration. I know it features yourself and storyteller Brian Fox Ellis. I'm intrigued to tell us more.
Okay. Well, I've been working with Fox for about 24 years, and we sort of cemented a partnership and created what we now call Prairie Folklore Theater about 22 years ago. And we started working together on the Spirit of Peoria Riverboat and did that for 22 years, and then numerous other shows elsewhere in the area. And we one of the things that we've done is created a series of Celtic holiday programs based on the ancient Celtic traditions, and the one that we've done the most is the Celtic winter solstice. We've done that for, this will be 24 years coming up. We've done that and never missed a year. And one we've done numerous times also is called the Celtic summer solstice celebration, an encounter with the Green Man. And it is a wonderful group of stories and songs that are connected to the beauty of summer and the verdancy of spring and summer, and the fact that, you know, this all comes around again. We love the fact that spring and summer and once winter's gone, okay, winter's gone, and now it's verdant and everything's growing. And when I came back from Mexico not a long time ago, when we landed back in Peoria and I saw the spring just really bursting, I was just floored by how beautiful this area is. And so that's what we're celebrating, the verdancy of spring. Fox is a terrific storyteller, Brian Fox Ellis. If you've never heard him, you need to. I've worked with him for 24 years, and he's a brilliant storyteller. And there is some original music of mine. There's some traditional music. There's some original stories of his and traditional stories. And that's going to be at the Fox Pub coming up on the, when is it? The 17th, June 17th, Monday the 17th. Fox Pub is normally closed on Monday, but they open up for us to do this show. And it's a suggested donation of $15 to $20, whatever you want to do. We just love doing it, and it never fails to generate a lot of fun and a full house. So please come join us for that on the 17th.
If you are just joining us, you're listening to Out and About on WCBU, part of the NPR network. I'm May Gilliland Wright of Arts Partners of Central Illinois, and today we are talking with musician Barry Cloyd about a series of upcoming musical performances. Tell us about the style of music that we can expect to hear.
Yeah, we'll be doing a style of music, and it's a lot of original music. It's Americana stuff. And I do a number of different instrumental things. We got a lot of stuff going on in a week. We're also at the Ivy Club. We're at Coochie's, and we're up in the St. Genevieve Riverboat in Ottawa on June 30th. So that's what you can expect. A lot of fun, maybe a story or two thrown in, because we've all got them. And I hope to see a lot of our Peoria friends, Peoria area friends at these shows. You'd be welcome to come. We're looking forward to it.
If we want to find all performance details, where can we go?
Check out my Facebook page. It's just Barry Cloyd on Facebook, Cloyd. And I post everything I'm going to do there, and that's the easiest way to get a hold of what's going on. So thank you very much, folks. I really appreciate being able to do this again.
You've been listening to highlights of Out and About, a production of WCBU and Arts Partners of Central Illinois. To listen to the full interview, visit WCBU.org or subscribe to the podcast.
Support for arts and culture coverage on WCBU comes from PNC Financial Services. PNC is committed to supporting local art and culture events in the communities they serve.
Now, before we let you go, this weekend is the Spring Bay Watermelon Festival. The Watermelon Festival is a weekend of carnival rides, live music, food, crafts, local vendors, drinks, a pageant, and, of course, fresh watermelon. The festival is located on the grounds by the Spring Bay American Legion, and the carnival kicks off this afternoon at 4 p.m. And that's all for today. You can subscribe to WCBU's On Deck podcast on the NPR app, Apple, or Spotify.